Again, I was cracking packs, opened a Sphynx, and was like, this card could actually be really spicy with Starhorn, now that Starhorn is a thing. So I started with 3 Sphynx, 3 Decimus. Flash Reincarnation helps power out your hand more quickly, helps with Mechantors. Blood Tear Alchemist, really good card, really, really good in Starhorn. Greater Fortitude. Entropic Gaze, obviously now worse than it was before, but I've got 3 copies of Decimus, and we're planning on just filling up our opponent's hand and cycling. Some removal, some Silithars. Blazehound, this card is overperforming. It's actually very good in this deck. Spikes, obviously. Thumping Wave, obviously. Decimus, he's the build around. Earth Sphere, Plasma Storm, Mechantor, and Mandrakes. I only put 2 Mechantors in. I think this might be the first time in the history of Duelyst that someone who has Mechantors has deliberately not included one. But the reason I did that was because obviously this deck looks at a lot of cards. You get to draw all the time, and so you don't necessarily need to have 3 Mechantors to ensure you can play them. And there's actually quite a lot of targets for Flash Reincarnation because we've got so much draw in the deck. We actually want to be able to do things like Flash Sphynx. Sounds bad, but it actually kind of works. Like, your opponent plays a thing, passes the turn, they've got 5 cards in hand, you Flash Sphynx, now they've got 6 and they can't replace. And the earlier you get the Sphynx out, the more powerful its effect is, because they don't want to waste all their, like, most of their turn giving you the riddle. And doing that also takes 2 cards out of your hand, so you can fill it back up later and get value off of the spikes. So with stuff like that, the Mechantors become a bit less valuable. Yeah, so far it's quite impressed me. Like, the deck looks like a complete pile. The Mandrakes help. Like, they're sort of the backup win condition for if they answer the Decimus, which is, you know, usually the case. They'll usually do something about it. There are turns where you draw, you have the spikes in hand, you draw Decimus, or vice versa, kind of late on. You can set up the, you know, 9 damage burst or 15 damage burst if you've got a bunch of mana and extra draw activations. But normally you play Decimus and it dies, and then you play your spikes, sadly, a bit later on. So having the Mandrakes there is just these kind of reliable 6/6s that also go well with the plan of spewing out your hand, even late on, is pretty good. Okay, we don't need this yet. We do want this. We also want this. We don't need this yet. That is not really a hand. I guess we have a 2-drop, that's good enough. Hunt this. Sure. Rawr. Go. So if she plays something aggressively, we can Greater Fortitude, and if she plays a Sunforged Lancer, we can select it. There's your Lancer. Oh, a Scintilla. That's quite early for a Scintilla. That's just going to die to Plasma Storm. I think this might be the part where we play out this anyway, just so we can get away with the Plasma Storm. Oh, maybe I'll play the Decimus instead. She can Draining Wave it, which is pretty powerful. Outside of that, there's not too much she can do to make us sad. And I'm going to go up here so I can take one of these Molotals next turn for the Plasma Storm. Sadly, I can't take both to get the Greater Fortitude off as well, but we'll see how that works out. Someone else played this against me earlier. This is literally like... I've never seen Sunstone Templar played before the last 24 hours. What gives? Like, why is this suddenly a card? I don't understand. Okay, do we Plasma Storm yet, or do we just wait on it? Like, we don't really need to... I guess this makes the pump spell a bit sad. If I Plasma Storm, this guy doesn't necessarily die, so it's not terrible. What are we going to get? What's she going to run up next turn? Like, she could just play an Ironcliff next turn, and then we'll be really sad. I guess we can Fortitude Selection, right? Is she going to be playing Blood Tear Alchemist? I guess if she plays Blood Tear Alchemist, she isn't playing Ironcliff. So I think we can replace this, because we have a good answer to Ironcliff next turn. Blazehound. Also not awful. Yeah, I think we can just be greedy and play Plasma Storm. Like, it looks like a 2 for 2, and to some extent it is, but because she can't get at this, she'll have to use something on it to kill it. So if she uses a removal spell on this, that is fine. If she uses even a Blood Tier Alchemist is fine, like we can just hit it. We get a small amount of card advantage. I mean, this deck doesn't really care about card advantage, but in practice, like, you can't completely ignore it, right? Getting value on the board is still good. If we can answer her threat sufficiently. Ah, poop. That I do not appreciate. So I guess the spikes can clear away some of that. But I think we're just running away and playing some Blaze Hounds. I can go Blaze Hound, Grid of Fortitude, and just have a dude that's big enough to survive a Regalia hit. Mandrake. Seems alright. Hey! Okay, so we're doing this. We can send this guy over here. It might just die. I mean, if she walks over there and attacks it, that's fine as well. Do I draw us each a card? She'll get to use it before I do. She's got loads of cards anyway, whatever. That's a good draw. Okay, so hopefully we can clear off the equipment next turn. Attack with this guy, attack with some stuff, and ping. Or, if needs be, we can spikes. Attack with face, ping, even if she kills both of these in some efficient way. I wouldn't mind finding another Decimus at some point soon. I think playing the Sphynx next turn could be quite good. Martyrdom again, sure. Guess I gained some life at least. This is awkward actually, because we can't really do anything about this Regalia. Well, I guess unless we spike now. We can play out the Silithar. We can replace this, or this. Play out the Silithar, play this. Hopefully we'll try and hit a Flash Reincarnation. Doesn't seem very exciting. Or we can just jam Sphynx over here. And then draw an extra card. Seems fine as well. Yeah, I like that. We can just keep running away, basically. Let's go here, so she leaves herself in range of the 2/3. I can just play this guy, block off some space, preserve my life total. I think I'd rather draw the card, to be perfectly honest. We'll just discard this basically. We don't need it, we have two of them. Okay, so that was a bit awkward, but we drew an extra card and then we had to play this guy anyway. So yeah, nothing too exciting. But now she has the riddle in hand. So we're actually fairly far up on resources, because we have a full hand, she has a 5-card hand, and we have 3 creatures to her 1 creature plus equipment. Now it is the best equipment in the game. That is an interesting play. Tempest, and then trade. Yeah, those are plays that work. Doesn't leave her with room for the riddle activation though, which is nice. Didn't use the thing. Okay, so I guess now we sort of have to go for it with the spikes and the alchemist, or maybe not now. Maybe soon. Earth Sphere's a good draw. So we can flash reincarnation this just to empty the hand, and then play spikes. Or we can play Earth Sphere, play this, play spikes, play Blood Tier Alchemist, which instantly dies. doesn't seem great. I think I prefer flashing this over using the Earth Sphere. We don't need to use the Earth Sphere yet. And flashing young Silithars is not actually that embarrassing, because she still has to like do something to kill it. Has to put some effort in, basically. I guess I play around Immolation. I'm going to have to Earth Sphere next turn, so I'm going to take a bunch of damage here, but... Oh, Entropic Gaze, that's a good draw. I don't have to attack her now. And it mills another card, which is funny. Oh, she plays slow. Huh. What's that we did? From the heal players. Okay, this hand is great for removal. Not so good for actually like winning, but that's fine. We can try and find another Decimus to go with the spikes and lay down some damage. I wish I showed you what cards were milled, because they often flash up a bit too quickly for me to properly see. There's a Holy Immolation here. Duelyst? Really? Seriously, you see some weird cards sometimes. Okay, let's replace the Plasma Storm again. That's good. So we can just go Thumping Wave Mandrake. Seems like a decent start. Get in for 2 with this thing. And we have enough mana to Earthsphere, which is nice. Is it worth waving this? Is it so bad if we kill it? Because we can just attack it. I go to 6, then up to 14, which is not too bad. We natural selection it, saving this. We get to... I guess drawing a card doesn't benefit that much, but we'll get to do it. Yeah, that's probably better. It's a bit bold, but... It saves the Thumping Wave. It means the Mandrake's on full HP. I'm just going to use this, even though it draws my opponent a card, but we're going to be drawing more cards over the course of the game, so... There we go, a Decimus. So, if this survives, we have... What's that? 11, 12, 13... that's 22... 24 damage? Ah, she finally gets rid of the riddle. Right, so her hand's bad enough now. She must be full of like Trinity Oaths and stuff. Yeah, so we have 24 damage in hand right now, if this survives. And she doesn't play a taunt. That's Holy Immolation? No? Lucent Beam? She's on 25. Okay. Well, I guess that means we don't have lethal. Unless we draw another draw effect off of any of these cards. So I don't even really need to play the riddle yet. I think I might just go for it. It's probably worth it. So we flash the Decimus to free up mana, and then we commence the beats. We can't quite afford the double Thumping Wave. Can we win here? I'm not sure we can. Oh, I moved away. That was maybe foolish. I mean, like... the problem is it's heal Zeron, so she has more healing, but... and we also might just die now. But if nothing else, we do have a bunch of Mercantile War Beasts. So we probably win next turn. The downside is she can quite easily... Yeah, that was probably bad. I probably shouldn't have gone for that. Putting it to 3 doesn't necessarily achieve anything. We've just filled the hand back up. I mean, we do have, like, Mercantor Wave next turn, so if she doesn't kill us, we're in good shape, but she only needs 3 more damage from what's on board, which shouldn't be too hard. She's used a Tempest. She's used a Regalia. But she hasn't used any Immolations? The fact that she's faffing around means we might not be dead. To be fair, she's shown us a bunch of weird cards, so she might... Like, we saw Slow. We saw... we saw Circle of Life, which isn't in everybody's deck, I think. We saw... what was the other thing that struck me as well? Well, Regalia, I guess. That's not in everyone's deck either. Okay, that's a very good sign. Either our opponent does not have lethal or is missing it. Either way, I think we have won the game. Unless they're showing off. Well, we definitely drew them all their healing. Okay, got dispelled. Damn it. 13. What's the play? So I can Mercantor, which kills this. Hit this. Run away. Deploy this to block, I guess, to body block. Not too much point in drawing an extra card. Can also give my opponent the riddle. But I think I just want to play the Mercantor. If I put it in here, actually I can put it here because of the kin. Or even here. No, I kind of want to deal the face damage. And getting rid of this 1/1 isn't completely pointless. In fact, this is nice because it means the Mercantor survives on 3 HP. Decimus can pop over and kill this guy. I'm going to hide somewhere. Here, I guess, is probably the best body block. And I'll just say go. Don't really want to draw my opponent at burst. They've gone through most of their healing. They probably only have 2 Sundrop Elixirs. We've seen 1. We've seen 3 Azure Heralds. I think 2 Healing Mystics. We can have Scintilla. Yeah, there's the Trinity Oath. There's potentially greedy play. I mean, it turns this on again. Well, you've already used 2 copies of Tectonic Spikes. However, we do have quite a bunch of stuff out now. Like, we've got this. I mean, right now this is just going to trade with the Healing Mystic, but we have the Mercantor, which she has to deal with somehow, and we have another one with Thumping Wave in hand. So, I mean, she can run over here, kill this with some, like, let's pretend she has Lasting Judgment in her deck, kill this with Lasting Judgment, trade these, or maybe she has a Tempest, circle, oh, damn it. I think she's got this. That's an interesting line. I guess she's just fine with this crashing into her. She's gonna go for it, okay. Well, I can Mercantor her and this, at least. There is still another Decimus in the deck. Hiding in the back. Okay, I guess that just sort of doesn't do anything, right? Okay, we'll give you this now then. And let's start drawing some additional cards. She has 10 cards in her deck, and I have 12. This could legit go to fatigue. What did I just mill? I wasn't looking, I was checking the fatigue. Damn it. Mandrake, that's an amazing draw. We will play that. I think we're going to replace this Blood Tear Alchemist. Thumping Wave. Sick. I'm going to do this. I'm going to come a little bit closer so that I can more easily deploy Mercantors if needs be. I'm going to say go. Another Plasma Storm, sweet. So at this point the riddle is a bit sort of pointless. It just kind of means we only have 7 mana each. But my curve's lower than hers, which is advantageous. I also have obviously my Bloodborne spell, so she has to keep casting additional stuff as well as the riddle. We've still got 1 Blazehound, 1 Entropic Gaze, and I think 1 Tectonic Spikes left in these 11 cards. I think. This is a crazy match. I agree. This is hilarious. I'm legitimately going to go to fatigue on someone. I've only had that happen once before when my opponent was playing Songhai and they drew a bunch of cards over the course of the game. I was playing Healyonar myself, so it took forever. And then I finally, like, I surrounded him and he was, like, basically dead. And then he added me and said, hey, can you not kill me? I want to see what happens when you go to fatigue, just to find out, like, you know, how much damage it did, what the mechanics were. Damn, I was hoping that'd be another Trinity Oath. That'd be great. Oh. It's fine. The Mercantor kills the Scintilla, knocks off the Regalia. Do we win? That's 15 damage, so no. Plasma Storm's looking reasonably attractive now, but the Mercantor might just be better. Can't be that many minions left in my opponent's deck, right? Wait, if we double Thumping, no, that's only 16. Let's replace the Plasma Storm. Blazehound, okay, that's pretty good. We get to mill a card if we want, but I think we kind of need to kill the Scintilla instead. This sort of sucks because taking away, like, if I attack here, it takes away my Thumping Wave potential, but I think we gotta go for it. Just get in for the 6 damage while we're here. Move this up, move me up. Do I just run out the Blazehound? I think I just run out the Blazehound. I need dudes. It draws my opponent a card, but given we're getting close to fatigue, that's not even a bad thing. She's on 7 cards in deck, I'm on 9. What happens in no cards? You take 2 damage every turn when you try to draw from an empty library. It's not actually that much, it doesn't ramp up like it does in Hearthstone. So it's a pretty slow and graceful fatigue. She can out-heal it with a Scintilla. And there is 1 Scintilla left in the deck, I assume. So we're probably going to see the Azza trade with the Mercantor here, which makes me a bit sad, but whatever. She might hit this. If she does, she's probably going to move over here to avoid dying to the Silithar and some stuff. Yep. Oh, interesting. Excelsius. Thumping Wave, Thumping Wave. If only that didn't have Provoke. Do we have any Egg-Morphs in this deck? I can't remember. She's got 6 cards in hand, so we can freely... Well, let's replace this. Sphynx. Not really useful right now, but Spikes. Do we just mill? I guess we just mill while she's not looking, as it were. Throw this out there. This will take the Regalia off. Decimus! Damn it. Oh wait, does that kill her? No. I mean, we can play it, and we should. Although it dies to Tempest, and there is 1 Tempest left in the opponent's deck, so maybe I'm going to just play the Sphynx instead. I mean, we have to Thumping Wave this, otherwise it'll just kill me. Which is sad, because it's going to kill the Mandrake next turn. Let's move my other dudes up a bit. I can make a chump attack into the 2/3s. Oh, I can even make it hit the Sphynx. There we go, another Battle Pet will hit the Sphynx. Spreading out do me any favors? Can she get at this? Whatever. This is too stressful. Okay, but we did just mill out a bunch of her cards. Man, I wish it showed you what was milled, because I don't know how many Holy Immolations are left in my opponent's deck. Like, there could be loads. Or there could be none, because I milled them. She's only got 7 cards left to play with, and we have 10. And some of them are quite good. Some of them are less good. Wow, this is amazing. Yep. Damn it. Full playset. Moonblade Adept. I mean, I guess we can shoot the crap out of the Regalia with Decimus. And that's better than nothing. Give her this as well. Okay, we can just hardcast this guy now. Just slightly better. Can even maybe play it slightly closer to the opponent. So we do this. Yes, Mandrake, yes. We do this. So my opponent now has no cards left in deck. So she takes 2 from the fatigue, yes. We can't afford to play this Blood Tier Alchemist, that's sad. We can't reach her with anything. So let's play this. Kill this. Yes! We won with fatigue. We actually did it. Starhorn Mill, you heard it here first. That's absolutely incredible. That's hilarious. What's the riddle card? It's a 2-mana spell. It does nothing. While it's in your hand, you can't replace. And you can cast it for 2 mana to give it to your opponent. I'm going to tip my opponent for that, because that was epic. Best 2 chevrons I've ever earned. Get in. That was so good.